we spread love and positive vibes. Thank you so much, new subscribers, returning subscribers. I value you, I appreciate you, and I can never take you for granted. I love you so much for supporting this channel kindly. If you have not subscribed to this channel, do so. It is free of charge, and we're going to appreciate when you make us reach 5,000 subscribers. Now today, I wanted to focus on something that I found about Jamaica, which was very mind-blowing. I found that Jamaica has achieved a historical reduction in poverty rate in the current past. And I know, guys, this is not a surprise to me and you, because we have seen a lot of growth in Jamaica in the recent past. We have actually captured some of the developments that are taking place in Jamaica, that have taken place in Jamaica in the recent past, and that are taking place right now. And we looked at the construction of infrastructure, we looked at the construction of roads, which is actually started way back some 3 or 4 years ago, and some of the roads are coming to completion while others have been completed and others are actually going on even right now. There has been a lot of modernization in Jamaica in terms of infrastructure, in terms of airports, in terms of ports and harbors, in terms of cities. And these modernization projects have had a lot of development in terms of employment, in terms of poverty reduction, in terms of providing services. Like the businesses are thriving because of all this, and therefore this is not a surprise to us, but there are key reasons why the poverty rate in Jamaica has reduced drastically. And you're going to see it's not a small reduction. It is actually a big reduction, because according to Planning Institute of Jamaica, PIOJ, Planning Institute of Jamaica, this is an organization that looks into the growth of the economy of Jamaica, and it also looks at the poverty fluctuations in Jamaica. And according to PIOJ, the reduction in poverty is so huge that it is a historical reduction. Jamaica poverty rate has dropped to the lowest level that has been recorded in history, falling from 8.2% in 2023, from around 16% in 2021. So within 2 years, there is a poverty reduction rate from 16 to 8%. And this is, as if this is not enough, we are going to see a lot of growth even in 2024 and 2025. The percentage in reduction of poverty rate in Jamaica is actually extraordinary, which is at 50.8% reduction. And I've told you that this reduction came from 16% in 2021 to 8.2% in 2023, and we're going to see also a lot of growth in 2024 and 2025. There are several factors attributed to this reduction in the poverty rate. I always tell Jamaicans that even the salary they earn compared to what is earned here in Africa is far much high. I actually compared the salary of a teacher in Jamaica and the salary of a teacher here in Kenya, and the difference is mind-blowing. I think a teacher in Jamaica is paid 100% more, actually more than 100% more than what the teacher in Kenya is paid. And this seems like the government of Jamaica is really motivating its employees. And that is why there is a lot of growth in the economy and a lot of reduction in poverty, because people are motivated to work, people are motivated to be committed to their working institutions, and this causes a growth in the economy. Yes, this reduction in the poverty rate has been attributed to so many factors, and we're going to look at some of them. And it is very, very mind-blowing when other countries' economy are going down, Jamaica's economy is going up. Note that, because we have noted that in most of the African countries, the economy is going down. In the superpowers, like America, and I don't know which other superpower, but I know in America, the economy is going down. But the economy of Jamaica is going up. And it seems that there is a lot of measures that are being taken for the economy of Jamaica to keep on growing at a very high rate. The PIOJ also released preliminary economic estimates for the March 2025 quarter, indicating that Jamaica's gross domestic product, GDP, expanded by 0.5% by March 2025. And this shows that Jamaican economy has not stopped growing. It is growing day by day, and we are going to go through the reasons for this growth. First of all, according to Dr. Henry, the growth can be attributed to largely to the return of growth to most industries, increasing domestic demand at higher employment. And this is attributed to what we started by saying, that Jamaica has experienced a lot of modernization of cities, infrastructure, industries. It has had a lot of growth in industries. Remember that oil was discovered the other day, and of course, Jamaica is in the process of actually mining their own oil. There is a lot of mining in Jamaica. Remember that Jamaica is the world's largest producer of bauxite. And therefore, all these industries combined together, plus agriculture, plus the projects that are going on in Jamaica, have created a lot of employment. And that is why Dr. Henry was actually attributing the reduction in poverty and the growth in the economy to the growth in industries, increasing domestic demand at higher employment. Preliminary data indicates that the economy continues to recover from the effects of the hydrological shocks during the latter half of 2024. So Jamaica's economy, irrespective of the hazards that has been happening, like the Hurricane Beryl, it continues to grow despite all this. And actually, looking ahead, the PIOJ projects that the Jamaica's economy will grow between 0.5 to 1.5% during the April to June 2025 quarter. And this is actually a very, very high rate of growth, considering what I have just said, that most of the economies in the world are going down. The fiscal year 2025-2026 growth is actually estimated to be very, very high, at a range of 1 to 2%. So it seems that Jamaica is not resting when it comes to the growth of the economy. It is growing day by day, it is growing hour by hour, and it is not stopping. Because remember that Jamaica has also implemented, or rather highlighted, the Vision 2030. And the Vision 2030 looks at the growth of Jamaica in terms of the industry, in terms of infrastructure. There is a lot of noise coming from the pressure cooker. I hope it is not disturbing you. We have seen, according to Planning Institute of Jamaica, the economy of Jamaica is estimated to grow between 1 to 2% in 2025 2026 economic year. And I can tell you for sure this growth will be achieved because we are seeing a lot of initiative by Jamaican government to actually make this dream to come true. We have seen the Vision 2030 of Jamaica that actually aims at improving trade between Jamaica and other countries and increasing the tourism that come to Jamaica and all the projects that Jamaica has undertaken, the infrastructure projects, the expansion of the airports, the harbors, all of them combined together, they are aimed at increasing the tourism, increasing trade between Jamaica and the neighboring countries, and actually creating employment. And all this combined together, I'm very, very optimistic that Jamaica will achieve their target of 1 to 2% growth in the economy. Apart from that, we can see there is a lot of initiative in the education sector so that Jamaica can grow in terms of labor that is educated. And we have seen a lot of initiative to actually make the Jamaican child to go with the trade for today, the ICT. We saw that there is a lot of implementation of the ICT in Jamaica, including cyber security. And this is where the world is going. And therefore, Jamaica is preparing for the next century whereby they will have people who are going to be very, very intellectual when it comes to ICT and cyber security. And this is in preparation of the growth of the economy of Jamaica and the growth of Jamaica as a country so that it can have a labor that is educated, a labor that has got know-how, and therefore they can be able to handle the growth of the economy of Jamaica. Apart from that, we have seen that Jamaica really supports talent. And we know that the economy of Jamaica is also very much supported by the talent, especially athletics, football, and all the games that Jamaica participates in. And therefore, for Jamaica to support talent, it's telling us it is reducing the poverty, it is reducing the number of idle people, because when you support the talent, you support education, you create employment for those that cannot be able to go through education, and for those that are going through education, then it means each and every person in Jamaica will have something to do. And all of them will contribute to the growth of the economy of Jamaica. I love the initiative that the Jamaican government is doing and also the community in Jamaica is doing. I actually did what? Admired the community in Jamaica because I saw the community is involved in eradication of poverty. Because if community is supporting the talents, actually planning activities and festivals that support talent, then it is not just the government of Jamaica that is involved in eradication of poverty. It is the whole Jamaica coming together, supporting their country, supporting their children to go to the next level. And I loved that so much. So the economy of Jamaica is not a one-man show. It is a combination of the community, combination of the family, combination of the government, combination of the diaspora. Because we saw the people in the diaspora, the Jamaicans in the diaspora, support the Jamaicans at home in terms of agriculture, in terms of talent, in terms of education. And this makes sure that the economy of Jamaica is growing at a very alarming rate. We have also seen the government initiative to actually eradicate crime in Jamaica, and the eradication of crime means that most of the tourism will be attracted to Jamaica and will actually cause the growth of the economy. Remember that the other day, the Secretary of State of United States of America came to Jamaica and promised to look at the advisory that has been there for Jamaica so that they can remove that travel advisory, so that the tourists can come to Jamaica. That is a very big step towards the growth of the economy of Jamaica, and therefore we are optimistic that Jamaica will be another great rad to admire and to be visited by many because of the growth of the economy and the developments that are happening in Jamaica. By the way, guys, when I was looking at the type of infrastructure Jamaica has, it is of very high class, meaning that Jamaica is above most of the countries in the world, and it is still doing a lot of things to grow in terms of infrastructure, in terms of construction of estates and buildings, and this is way ahead of most of the countries in the world. So Jamaican poverty level has had a historical reduction because of so many factors like I have mentioned. Apart from that, according to the government of Jamaica, some of the contributing factors to reduction in the poverty levels in Jamaica is economic recovery. There has been a lot of economic recovery in Jamaica because of increased employment and stronger social support, continued remittance, and reduced reduced inequality. So all these factors have contributed to the reduction in poverty in Jamaica. So we have seen increased employment levels and a rise in minimum wages. Those are other factors. Strengthened social protection programs, continued remittance inflows, and reduction in inequality. Apart from that, the government has also implemented policies like increased minimum wage, which I had mentioned earlier, expanded social programs, and addressing poverty. They have also addressed the poverty levels. The government has also adopted a national policy on poverty reduction programs to further eradicate poverty. So there are programs that have been implemented by the government of Jamaica so that poverty can be eradicated and at the same time reduced. So all these measures combined together have seen the growth of the economy of Jamaica and the reduction in the poverty rates in Jamaica. Guys, that is all we have for today. See you during the next video. Bye bye and God bless.